This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Hi.
On the show today, we continue walking Ellie through the things that could go wrong with childbirth, like maybe the dad not turning up to the birth.
We heard a few stories about
Didn't
that.
we just?
Oh, shut up, Sean, and get in your cage. That's right. We are talking about people that use equipment to do it.
We certainly do. That was very interesting. Kelsey Brown from the West Coast Fever. It's a joy when she comes into the studio.
Yeah, what about Sean, me changing your world with the news from Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock?
I won't be able to sleep tonight. I'm that
I'm
excited.
so excited.
So much to plan for.
Nathan,
Life sickens me.
Nat,
What?
and Sean. Over 937.
It's 6:03, Nathan and Sean. Happy Wednesday.
So close.
We just saved it. Someone keeps taking Natalie's pen.
Yes. Yesterday I had to go and get a pen.
It's the small things, really, that just grate your gears, isn't
I know.
it?
And now that the screen where the clock normally isn't there.
No, it's-
Whoa.
Now when I look up to see,
And it's just
me.
you. It's ridiculous.
I
That
don't
is
need to look
You
at
ridiculous.
shouldn't have
me.
to look at that.
No, tell me about it.
We have to look at it.
It's unusual for you not to have the pen because you used to beaver your pens away, Natalie. Like you used
No,
to
I
have
don't
like
beaver
20
them
pens.
away.
You did.
I
You're,
just
you're
use
clogging
them.
up the
You don't
stream
say
of pens.
beavering as a...
I just keep. I get a pen and I put it where I sit, and then when I come
see,
in, it's gone. Somebody else has taken
You've never
it.
learned a lesson. I've worked here for long enough. I take my pen with me. I put it back into my little pencil case in my...
I try to have a little
Not bad.
faith in humankind, Nathan. But
Yeah,
they're
you
not,
don't have
not
that's
paying
that's a
off.
trust issue we shouldn't have in this building.
I think
And
it's
it's been
warranted.
proven. It's been proven, Natalie. That's
I'm
upsetting,
going
isn't
home,
it?
guys.
Hey, can I drop you off? Nathan, yeah, I just got to do the right thing by my
Yeah.
neighbour.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to use an excuse. I'll just leave.
We got to do that one morning. I know we
What
threatened
do you
about it. We
mean?
just
Oh,
leave.
just
We
leave.
don't have that. We hear other radio stations where the teams go,
Yeah, there's a
"Ah,"
storm
and
out.
they walk out. I mean, if we did that, that would change the locks literally the moment we walked out.
And
I don't think we
sorry,
have. We
where's
don't,
the
we
down
don't, we
point
don't, we
here?
don't have,
Where's the
we
down
don't have
point?
the power.
We do have the power.
I don't think we do. We're not He-Man. We're not She-Ra.
No, remember one time we were talking about the fact that if we played, I don't know, just some made-up stuff for a while, we would all go out for breakfast and see if they
see if
noticed.
anybody noticed.
We haven't done
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Why don't we do it?
We had an idea of pre-recording a show and then seeing how long it took for anyone to notice because no one's ever in the building. We could literally take a year off.
Is this real?
We just have to
Maybe
be
we
back here to
recorded
do
this
live
yesterday.
shows when the CEOs and stuff's in the town. Because that's the only time people come into the building. So we just plan it that way. Like Sean's in the Bahamas. Sean, quickly, get back.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It's an exciting time for us in WA when we make the news. And we're going to be highlighting the suburb of Shoalwater today.
And an Airbnb in particular.
Yes, Sean. It's apparently the kinkiest Airbnb that Airbnb has in WA. They call it Kink Corner. It's owned by a sexologist.
Is this a particular
name's
category?
Jasmine.
You know how you can search for like swimming pool or.
Well, I searched on it this morning and just put in kink, and it came up.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe.
Sorry, can I just ask you, the sexologist?
Yes.
How do you become a sexologist?
You just watch people do it and then you tell them they're doing it right or wrong. I think.
It's like a life coach in the sex world.
Yeah, you just need like an hour of time and a shoehorn.
Okay.
An hour's generous, Nathan. Keep going.
No, you have to give advice and get them to
Oh,
stop.
okay, right.
It's practical.
That's a good idea.
4.92 rating it has.
4.9. Oh, I want to hear from the person who wasn't
It's a
satisfied.
guest favourite, they say. So, this chick, Jasmine, she's a sexologist and family and marriage therapist. She realised that through her training that people want to experience particular things, and sometimes they can't do that safely at home because the children are there or they're renting and things like that, and you can't
Sure.
put holes in the roof for
Yeah.
your various swings and stuff. And also, a lot of this sort of lifestyle leads itself to group situations, but sometimes you don't want a group situation. You want to try all these fun toys that are at one of these parties for many people, but you want to do it in the privacy of your own home, just have a bit of a laugh. And that's what she says that they are providing.
Catering.
Do we know
to,
how
yeah.
often this is getting booked out?
It's
this
booked out all the
Airbnb?
time.
Yeah.
Jeez, great.
But do you reckon there's just
Return
an
on rental.
element of people who are just trying to get a little seaside holiday and then they get there and go, oh, We didn't look at the photos properly.
I know, and then here's the other thing. You know, when you go into one of those places and you rent them, and then you realise there is a table tennis table in there, you got to have a go. So
Yes,
is that
that's
the
right.
same thing?
Yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so. One of the things, there's a cage, isn't there?
Well,
yeah.
Well, you've got to
the
have a
house
go.
rents for $369.70 a night.
269, that's funny.
Yep.
Keep going.
It includes a swing, a St Andrew's cross, a set of stocks, a massage table, a cage for the romantics.
What are the stocks, Nath? What
The
are they?
stocks
That's
is when you
right,
put your head
yeah.
in the hole and you got your hands there and people used to throw
Like
fruit at you in the
medieval
village and you're
punishment.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of throwing fruit at you, what are they?
Oh, they're throwing an eggplant in your face. So there's an outdoor bath and a shower as well. Everything is weight rated, so you can go on there and just swing
Right.
to your heart's
Just so
content,
you
not
know.
worry
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's why you
Pulling
worried
the
about
beams out
having
of
the
the roof.
burrito.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, I remember I was putting in those bolts into the wall the other day. They've got those particular
My
ones.
thing is, how much is the cleaning fee for this
Gonna
place?
say, there's not enough spray and wipe in the world, is
Jasmine
there?
says that she does it herself because she doesn't trust anyone else to do it to
Jasmine.
her higher standards. She said that our assumption is you've touched everything and everything that we've brought we can sterilise. I don't know if you do.
That's pretty
We
good.
assume that you've sat on everything, or everything's gone in you. And then we start at the front and then we work our way through. Yeah, I don't
From the
believe
front
they're
door to the
cleaning
back
everything.
door.
How dirty is the back door? You're going to need the mop for that one.
You would, I mean, like if you were
Yeah.
shine a blue light on it, that
Yes.
might,
Oh,
if
it
you're
would be too
turning
much.
up there.
It'd be a lot.
It'd be a lot.
It'd be a lot.
It'd be a lot.
I am completely supportive of this lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's
no
not
kink
one that
shaming here.
it's not one that I it's just
Partake
it's
in?
just the equipment. It's just a lot for me
Well,
to process.
this is why it's got.
I know I don't
So
want
you
to.
could go and give it a
yeah,
shot.
It's fine. I don't want to eat duck either, so I'm not going to.
But you have eaten it and you liked it.
No, I didn't like it. I don't want it. And
No, no.
that's the other thing. Now, what if you try it and you like it and you don't want to like
Yeah.
it?
Well, you have like because you said, "Oh, this is delicious." What was it? And it
I'm
was
not
duck.
eating ducks.
Oh.
So
They're tasty.
And he
Particularly
has.
with plum
I've been
sauce.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been attacked by a duck, so I've got every right to eat one. It's eye for an eye. Harry, I would think the only person that we would know that would have anything to do with kinks and equipment would be you or your circle of friends.
Yeah, there is one, mate. I won't name names.
That was a hard.
Yeah, right, here we go. Yeah.
He folded like a cheap suit.
No, there's got to be lots of people out there. And again, no shame.
No shame, no
Great,
shame.
great work.
No, you up to your mums.
He's definitely open about it, and he has recently built a house. Wonder if he's installed anything, but he's definitely had some trouble at the
There's a
airport.
subterranean level
Yeah.
there.
He's definitely had some trouble at the airport where he's on the way to Bali, where his suitcase got searched, and there are a couple of
Questionable items.
Yes, yes.
Because a lot of things look like weapons, but
Yes.
they're not. Like they're not. You're not using those nunchucks in the traditional way.
No, that's right. One time we were playing North Melbourne in Canberra, and after training there was nothing to do, right? So we're trying to
Nothing
fill
to
the
do.
hand. So let's get a cab out to Fishwick.
Of course.
And Fishwick's an industrial area where all Australia's
This
porn
is
come from.
before the internet, everybody.
Yeah, we were playing next day. It was a Sunday, so it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we roll out there. We go into this place, and it was called Adam and Eve's.
Yeah.
And a couple of blokes were getting around, grabbing a few bits and pieces. Anyway, by the time
A
we'd
couple of
gone
blokes.
and
Yeah, keep going.
we'd gone through to leave the airport in Canberra, one of the guys got his bag searched because he'd bought some handcuffs and some other stuff.
Oh,
so he got pulled over
right,
to the side, and we were all
yes.
pointing the finger. Yeah, got ya.
Yeah.
Oh, I say his name.
I would like to talk about this. We've got so many people that listen to the show. I'm wondering how many people out there are
Percentage-wise.
the people that use equipment.
And what are we missing out on?
Yeah. And I'm not just talking about the stuff that can go in your drawer.
Yeah, we're not just talking about, your
I'm
regular
talking about
toys.
like swings or stocks or something like
Sort
that
of
at your
harness
house.
arrangements.
Because it's got so many questions like, once the swing's up, is that it? Does it stay or do you take it down? And then when people walk in and just see a random hook on your roof, do you put a hanging plant there instead and just say, oh no, that's where the plant goes?
Yeah, maybe one of those.
I don't know the
chairs.
rules. Or does someone have a dedicated room?
I would think so.
Oh, the red room. Yeah.
The red room? We want to know if you or somebody that you know, or maybe it's a person you picked up on and went back to their
Yes.
house, and then suddenly there's just equipment.
You get a
plethora
paddle
of
on the arse.
equipment.
Talk to us about you and your equipment.
We found a spot for your baby moon, Ellie. It's a little B&B.
Shorewater.
Shorewater.
Yeah, we'll carpool.
Can I say, when Dougie bought the house that we moved into, there was a giant industrial-sized hook in our bedroom. In the roof, and they stuck it into the corners, which really upset me. But it was. What else could it be for? Not
What else
strong
could it be?
plant.
Yes.
An egg chair.
An egg chair right against the
wall.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put it right
Yeah,
against the
stuff
wall.
happens.
We're all pretty prudish, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
really,
most definitely.
And I'm
Speak for
guessing, I'm
yourself.
thinking maybe our listeners are also prudish.
Nobody's
'cause
calling. And we know this Airbnb is booked out, so people are going there.
Do we just because we've been on air for so long and we're just prudes? Do you reckon we just
all of our audience are
all
prudes
our
too.
audience we're just a
All
whole
the sexy
just
people have gone somewhere
big
else.
sack of prudes?
No, you've got to consider that after a tough night on the swing, you'll be tired. Maybe you're not up.
Oh, they're not up early. That's a great point.
Stocks, swings, cages. I don't know what else is there. Running trampoline. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. We were talking about people that have equipment in the boudoir. Have you experienced it? Are you one? Has that made you leave?
Amanda's in Palmyra. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
Hey,
Okay, what sort of equipment have you got?
Yeah, I do have a swing, and it's the hook is in my bedroom. My daughter bought a fabric swing from Bali one trip, and
Like what the acrobats use?
No, it's like just a cushioned swing.
Okay.
Yeah,
like one
yep.
of them barmaid
Yep,
type
I
things.
got ya. Yep.
And I went, so my neighbour is a roof carpenter, and I asked him to install a hook in her bedroom for that. And then while he was, I thought, I'll just get one installed in my room too. And I bought the swing.
Did you tell him that it was for a swing like the one that she had bought?
I alluded to that, but he,
he was on
onto
to
you.
it. He was on to
he
it.
read between the lines.
Well, he knew because after you spoke to him, you zipped your mouth back up.
Yes. Amanda, do you use it often?
I haven't for a little while. But it's a lot of good fun.
Okay, so Amanda, can I ask you some questions about just how to live with the swing? Do you take it? Do you put it up for use and then take it down after use?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I do have children,
Yes.
so I don't want them walking in and sort of...
Of course not. So then anyone that, and as Ali did, would move into a house or whatever, or go to someone's place and they see an industrial-sized hook on the ceiling. Do you hang something off it later on to give it some purpose,
Like
so
a
people
big pot
don't
plant.
think that you've got a swing in your room, or you don't care?
I think if I was selling the house at a home open, I'd put a plant up there or something.
Just a crawler of sorts.
Yeah.
The amount of unwilling plants that have been dragged
I
into
don't-
these scenarios.
Thanks, Amanda. We're going to call this person Charmaine. Hello, Charmaine.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Charmaine.
Do you have a bit of equipment you like to use?
Yes, I used to use a whip. Time and arms had leaked so they couldn't move, and then I would get a banana and whip that all over his body with the whip.
So wait,
Okay.
you would have a whip and sorry, did I hear a banana as
Yeah,
well?
I did hear the banana.
And you would whip him with the whip, and then what would the banana be doing?
The banana's on his skin, and so the banana gets smashed as you whip him.
Oh, so you can see how hard you can see the destruction of your banana, which therefore.
You can always
Symbolises.
eat it later.
Oh, then you can
yes.
eat it later
With
on
potassium,
toast.
yeah. Charmaine, when you say whip, do you mean like stock whip, like the whip cracking
Or the
whip, or do you
paddle.
mean like a riding crop?
9 tails.
Nine tails.
Nine
Oh, okay, nine
tails.
tails.
Do you have to be careful you're not going too hard?
It does hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
Terrible line.
Terrible
So
line.
many
But thank
more
you,
questions.
Charmaine. Tanya's in Jandakot. Hello.
Hi, how you guys?
Great.
Great,
Tanya.
Tanya. Okay. Do you use equipment?
We do. We have the standard bondage stuff and whips
Standard.
and et cetera, and
Yep.
we use a spreader bar.
A spreader
and
bar.
my ex-partner was actually having a cage bought for me.
Now,
Oh, really?
now that's
Yeah, we're
great.
intrigued about the cage
Now,
situation.
cage. I've just pulled up on the Kink Corner Airbnb in Shorewater, and there's a cage there, and it looks. I was imagining a cage like a cage you would put like a grizzly bear in there,
No,
so you can
this is-
stand up. This
that-
one here, you have to squat in to get in there. And
You
then
would put a Pomeranian in it.
Then you stick your head through the top or your head through the side. Is that sort of the cage
Yeah.
that you're getting?
Yeah, so it restricts you,
Okay.
and that kind of keeps you in place for anything that needs to
That's coming at you.
happen moving forward.
So,
Yeah.
so when you're in the cage and your head's sticking out, is things
Yeah.
happening to your head, or is it more so a restriction thing, and then it's a teasing thing?
It can be it is a restriction, but
Yeah.
things are also happening to your head. Yeah. So
Okay,
I mean,
sorry, yeah. So your head's busy,
you can be in a gimp mask. You can,
of course.
yeah. You
Yeah.
can play with it however you want to.
Okay,
Sure,
great,
Tan,
great.
you did say about your ex was going to get that before.
Yes.
Is it something, if you enjoy that kind of thing, that you have to, how long do you roll that out before you're seeing someone? Are you seeing someone?
when you
how
start
long?
dating someone new,
Yeah.
how long before you bring this stuff out? Is that what
Yeah.
you're asking?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
hell no. It's right at the beginning because it's part of the expectation. So
Okay.
there's
Of
no surprise.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, say with your partner, if you are arguing at the time, do you hop in the cage? Because, like, 'cause-
No.
No.
No, there's a certain level of trust, and it can only happen at certain times. So,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
definitely not when you're in a bad space.
Okay.
very
Okay. Good to know.
interesting
Thank
world,
you.
Sean.
Thank you, Tanya.
God.
Prize way, Sean. Come on.
Okay. $300 voucher to spend at Wizard Pharmacy. MCO Beauty is now 50% off at Wizard Pharmacy for a limited time. It's beauty for less as at Wizard Pharmacy. I'm going to give it to Tanya because she's living that life. Takes it all in a stride.
Yeah. Harry, can we have that sound effect again?
The
That's the
cage
sound
closing.
of love.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
On the count of three. Yeah. Nathan, Nat, and Sean's June Jackpot.
Ah, yes, our June jackpot cash prize stands at $2,000 today. Can Zoe
that is
from
it.
Ellenbrook take it off? Hi, Zoe.
Hello, how you going?
Oh,
Great,
good,
Zoe.
Zoe, how have you been going with the quality of the questions so far, Zoe?
Well, we work in a school canteen, so we don't really listen to them. We turn the radio down a lot. So,
Interesting.
Zoe, can I ask about the school canteen? What's the best thing you sell at the school canteen? School canteens nowadays are like restaurants.
fab.
They
Yeah.
are fantastic.
yeah, they are a bit, but the most popular thing is still always going to be the cheesy.
Oh, the cheese is easy, simple. The right
Yeah.
cheese does a great job.
Mate,
Yeah.
the frenzy, they would do that. And in Kalgoorlie, I don't know why, they would only ever use like half a loaf of bread to make cheesies for an entire school, and there'd
Yeah.
be fights over them. And it's like, wait,
Just buy
cheese
more,
and
make
bread,
more.
it's pretty easy,
I
isn't
don't
it?
think you can go past the Kraft single as the best melted cheese.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Wrong.
From
What sort
Kalgoorlie,
of,
we didn't
what
even
sort
have
of
that.
cheese do you use on your cheesy, Zoe?
We use the brown cheddar, only the best.
Only the
Brown
best,
cheddar.
Sean.
Yeah. No,
I'd
no,
want
no.
I would want a provolone.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to get that to school
Nutella.
canteen,
I
no.
know. Yeah.
All right, Zoe, here's the deal. 20 seconds and 5 questions stand between you and $2,000, okay?
right. Now, Zoe, it's really important that if you don't know one of the answers, feel free to pass, because if you give an incorrect answer, we're dunskies, all right?
Okay.
All right, there'll be 5 questions. Your time will start at the end of the first question, okay? 5 in total, got to get them all right. We have to take your first answer as well.
So
All right.
your time is going to start at the end of Natalie asking you the first question.
Indeed.
Are you ready, Zoe?
Yep. I'm
All right.
ready.
Here we go, Zoe. How many points is an AFL goal worth?
6.
What is a zodiac sign starting with A?
Aries.
Pink ladies and Granny Smiths are types of what
Apple.
fruit? Who is the
Apple.
engineer for the Perth to Kalgoorlie pipeline?
Oh, pass.
What Sex and the City actress didn't return for the series reboot and Just Like That?
Well, that one was Kim Cattrall. Don't act like you know it, Sean.
You started strong.
Who
You
did
got the
Kim
first
Cattrall play?
3
Yeah.
right.
Kim Cattrall was the blonde who was always getting a piece of it.
Yeah,
that's
it was the
true.
name.
Samantha.
Oh!
And the
High
engineer
five.
for the Perth to Kalgoorlie pipeline was C.Y. O'Connor. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
I
a
know.
I couldn't think of his last name. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
It was one of the factions of North Kalgoorlie
And
Primary
also
School.
Mount Lawley Senior High School.
Yeah.
O'Connor.
Yeah.
It was yellow.
$3,000 jackpot tomorrow.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is.
exciting.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I just went and made a cup of tea, and I
Yes.
had to make 2 cups of tea because the milk in the fridge, which apparently goes on from the 14th of June, today's 12th, is off.
Before then I was there. Priya was checking the milk, and I said, come on, Priya, like it was the 22nd of bloody June.
And that was off too.
And she's going, no, I'm going to check it all because you
There
never
is
know.
there is
Trust me,
one
one.
certain milk that I'm not going to name, but it comes from Harvey.
But it's fresh.
Is it fresh?
It's fresh.
And it is not.
It's ironically
It always
named.
goes off a couple of days before the due date.
But we don't
Really?
know, so maybe the people that do come into the office, maybe they just leave it sitting out there
No,
for half
because
the day.
I refuse to get that milk at my house now because it always goes off a couple of days before the due date. The one that always goes past the due date, in my experience, is Masters.
Oh, look at you.
How much of
just
a kickback
aligning
are you
yourself.
getting?
Yeah, exactly, mate.
Yeah, just going to lay back in the Masters money now.
Oh, you never be allowed in the southwest again.
Just different coloured cows just sort of spraying with your cash.
You're not welcome in Harvey, though.
Amazing.
What's
Right
this
now,
music? It's
that's
supposed to-
sad music
is this
about your
supposed
milk
to act like
situation.
my life's sad?
Yeah.
People are affected by what I just said.
Deeply.
I'm reflecting it through the music.
Well done, Harry.
You better be
Interpret a
serious.
dance next.
Shall we?
I'm
Don't
definitely
go
serious.
anywhere.
He would never joke about such a
You better not
thing.
be mocking me.
No, I would never.
Nathan was just having a whinge about milk.
No, it's cost of living.
Sorry, Nathan was just expressing a valid complaint about the milk.
No, okay, you had it because
It
people have
upsets,
backed you in.
it
People have
upsets
backed
me.
you in.
There's a couple of brands that are floating around that their expiry date is a lie on the carton because it happens 3 days
And Nathan
before
said
that.
the 14th, but it was actually the 15th.
It's actually
Amy.
the 15th, so it's even worse because today's the 12th and it's off already. Sam on our Sochi.
Yes.
What?
This one is coming from Julia, regular commenter. We love you, Julia.
We love you, Julia.
Milk business. I once complained to the milk company that the milk in my fridge was always off before the due date. They sent a rep to my house who tested my fridge. How embarrassing. My fridge wasn't cold enough.
Interesting. My fridge is like bloody Narnia, mate. There are children in there having an adventure.
But I think our fridge here,
There's a giant lion.
because we
and
got it
everything.
new, I don't think it's cold enough. It must have just been like the default temp that's been put in when it's installed and no one's touched it since.
No, I'm like, for
Okay.
me personally, I like my fridge to err on the side of cold.
Is there a thing on the back of
Like
the milk
the-
that says
the
that
colder.
it has to be refrigerated at certain degrees?
To like 2 degrees or something. Is it?
Or does it
I
just
say
say
we'll go find out.
refrigerated?
I'll do some investigative
Yeah, exactly,
journalism and I'll
mate.
go to the fridge right now.
Get the tester out here.
Yeah, I might not come back.
Have we got a tester?
We need
Yeah.
to test
There is
it.
a
Wait,
tester.
you're going to test. You're going to go test the fridge, and you might not come back. I'll come in.
Sean, can you drive us?
Yeah.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Ellie is with child.
Yeah.
Check out the podcast app that Ellie and I recorded too. It's just a little 10-minute, but a little update on where Ellie's at, and her list of things that she can't wait to experience when this baby is born is worth it for that alone. It's so funny.
But we are on the cusp of the 12-month baby holiday that Ellie's about to go on. Luxurious break, Sean.
It's going to be a year-long holiday.
Just a woman with a whole lot of leisure time.
Nathan, since we've been working here, and you're over 20 years,
Yes,
and me a long time
yes,
too,
long
but
time,
I've
so
never
long.
had longer than middle of the year anyway, a couple of weeks off.
Yeah, no.
Christmas,
Yeah.
we get we get a good stint.
Yeah, but I'm sure then again,
A
if
year.
you had a baby crawl over your bum hole, I suppose you'd want to have a year.
And I want some elastic put in.
Well, that's the only place that really a man could have it come out of, is my point,
All right.
Ali. They're not talking about
Sometimes you
right
feel
now.
like you've had one after a big night out.
Keep it clean, please.
We are talking about the possibility, which is real, Ellie. We've seen a lot in movies, but I know it's happened in real life, of perhaps Dougie, your wonderful partner, missing the birth. Things can happen. Are you prepared?
This hadn't even crossed my mind until this morning when you said
Well, we're
we're
here
going
to
to
help
speak to
you.
people who've missed the birth.
Yeah.
Now I'm terrified.
I think it happens a lot, actually, particularly for our father's era.
Now,
my dad wasn't there when I was
Dad
born.
wasn't even there.
Yeah, I think they missed it on
So
purpose.
my mum was waiting in hospital, so because they lived too far out of town, they were worried there was a third. So she was in the hospital waiting for me to be born, and then my parents didn't even have a phone at the time. So even once they couldn't contact him to say it's on the way,
Just
so he
smoke
just
signals.
was busy farming.
Well,
And
I'm guessing my dad was. I'm not sure, Mum and Dad. You can let me know, but because Mum was at the races when I was, she was in labour with me, and she wanted to
so Brian would
stay
have
there.
stayed
She had a
behind
bed on.
then.
And then they said, no, we've got to get you to the hospital.
Did Brian go over there?
Or was
I don't
he
know.
working,
I'm
maybe?
thinking, to be honest,
He's
I'm
driving a
thinking
train?
he would stay at the races. No, his mum wouldn't have been at the trots by herself, would she? Anyway.
I know my dad always brings
Mum
up
and
my
Dad
Uncle
can answer
Jack
that.
he'd be at the Leopold Hotel.
Yeah.
Just give us a call when you're done.
Yeah, nice.
So you've got plans. You want Dougie in the suite with you, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. Now, do you want him at the
absolutely.
business end or your head end?
He's specified he does not want to be at the business end, so
Okay, so
he
just your head
wants
and
to-
just like flannel on your head.
You know, the
Yeah.
business end was once the party end as well.
Yeah, no.
Changes really quickly.
Yeah, but then this terrifying Halloween store moved in. Just sold all these gruesome things.
Exactly. What's the leasehold on this?
Amy, step up to the microphone, Amy.
Here we go, Amy.
So you've had two gorgeous children.
Yep.
Your husband at both the births?
Nope.
What happened?
Why?
First one, yes. Second one, my waters broke, so I had to stay in hospital due to health safety
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the baby. And so then I went into labour at around 2 a.m. At 10 to 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I called him.
Yep.
Yes.
And it was by
And
pure
he went,
chance.
"I'm
He
sorry, I'm
said
sleeping."
Yes.
his phone was on silent. He got up to go to the toilet. As he was walking back from the toilet,
Yep.
he looked down. His phone was ringing, which was me.
Yeah.
Called him. You've got to come. I'm about to give birth.
First of all, his wife's in hospital.
Correct.
With an imminent baby, and he put his phone on silent.
I think
Can't buy experience. Cannot buy
Amy
experience.
was complaining so much. He just needed a minute of peace. Come on.
but the unfortunate thing was, he walked in and I had baby James in my arms, and he said, and he goes, "Oh, I went to the wrong floor. I went to where you were
Oh, last
time." And
So he was in the building,
so
but
he was
not
in the building.
room.
I don't know if he would have
So
made
close.
it in time.
So he was supposed to be there for both of them, yes?
So from the time that I called him to me giving birth was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And
You're all business, aren't you?
Yeah. And
she doesn't muck
he didn't
around.
make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It can happen, Ellie,
It
and
can
we want to
happen.
prepare you because we know that you will tear Dougie apart. Oh my God! Imagine
We
it.
can.
Imagine what she'll try and get out of him for that.
Do you have anyone else going with you in case
Di-
as your backup?
Di
No,
gotta go?
you
Back
might-
up.
should I have a
Birth
backup?
partner,
No.
just in case?
Well, Di will be there, won't she?
She'll be around. We need her to help look after the animals. So
Oh, so she's at home
yeah,
looking
she'll
after
probably
the
be at
animals.
home, yeah, but
Take
we
the dog
live
for a
like.
walk.
Do you want me to
so
come
much-
along just in case?
Yeah, do you want to come?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that would help?
Well, the thing about it is it's safe with me because it's not like you're going to scare me off vaginas forever.
No,
It's already happened. I can get down to business end, take care of it. We want to know, were you supposed to be at the birth or was your partner supposed to be at the birth and they weren't?
And why did they miss it? What were the
God.
circumstances? Nathan, you just called Brian to check.
Yeah, I just said to Dad, were you at my birth? And my dad said, I quote, "Effed if I know."
So
You do.
there were only two births.
And I
that
said,
he
to him,
was
so wait,
involved
were
in.
you at Graydon's birth, my older brother? Were you at Graydon's birth? And he said, yes, I was. And I said, so was I, were you at my birth? And he goes, I don't know. I've got to go. I'm at Bunnings.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Brian.
Sean, you saw all of yours, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
God, you would have been there every 5 minutes.
You were watching races on your phone, though, right?
Oh, probably.
Have we got anybody to talk to? Oh, we don't have anybody to talk to.
Not yet. No, not
Oh.
yet. If you got a, have you missed a birth along the journey? Surely you have.
No one is, are you kidding me? No one's missed a birth.
No one's missed a birth.
I just looked down, no one's missed a birth.
They don't have anybody who missed a birth. Not one single man has missed the birth.
We've
We
already
had
heard.
somebody in the room. So far, Amy's winning.
Yeah, she's
My
winning.
mum's calling.
Oh,
Okay, what's Marlene? got to
Marlene,
say?
are you going to hold the phone up to the speaker?
Get ready for a swearing, Harry.
Okay.
We'll get, well, no, wait there. Mum, we're on the radio.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so speak nicely. What are you going to say? You're on the radio.
Yeah, all right. It's about the birth.
Yeah, go.
Right. Your father was not at your birth.
Okay.
And he was not at Graydon's birth.
Oh, he wasn't at either of them. So he remembers being at someone's birth.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whose birth he was at.
He went to the wrong floor as well.
So really, he wasn't there at either, Mum?
No, he came too late for Graydon's birth.
Yeah.
And then when you were being born, he raced Graydon out to the people that were going to watch Graydon.
Yeah.
By the time he came back, he was running down the passageway, and the nurse said to him, "Congratulations, you got a son." And your father said, "Oh, bullshit." And she had it already, and he come running in and pressed on my stomach, looked at me, he said, "You have had it."
He came in and pressed on your stomach to check because he thought you were lying.
The presence of a baby wasn't enough for him to believe.
And he said, "Shit." He said, "You have had it."
Yeah. Wow.
I don't think anyone's ever got in there and pushed on their wife's stomach before to
the
check.
fact that a nurse is holding a baby is usually evidence enough.
He said, "Oh my God, you have had it."
Oh, wow, what a magical
Classic
story.
Brian, classic
Thank you,
Brian.
Mummy. Love you.
So-
Well, we've got a lot of people who have rang up now.
We have somebody called Claire calling us now. Hello, Claire.
Hi.
Hey, Claire.
Okay, now, did somebody miss the birth?
Yes, my partner, or my children's father, he missed my second daughter's birth.
How did that happen, Claire?
He got into a little bit of trouble, and he was in the police lockup for the night.
I love it.
Claire.
What did he do? How exciting.
Nothing massively major. He was just out and was drinking, and then he went to come home and realised that he couldn't come home because he just, thought it was a good idea to start driving. And he got done. And karma.
Karma.
What an idiot.
That is
Karma, mate.
hilarious.
How enraged were you?
Furious.
Yeah. Did you plan on him and him alone being in the birthing suite? And if so, were you left in there by yourself, or did someone step in?
His mother stepped in.
Was that
because
good
she
or
had to-
bad?
She's brilliant, but
Okay,
she had to drive me to the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, because he's still in the big house.
She was the person who was meant to take care of our older son.
Yeah, right.
Does Dougie tie one on sometimes?
No.
He might be nervous.
He'd be on a drinking ban for the week
Yes,
leading
okay.
up for sure.
I know, but what happens if he just sneaks out for a tipple? You know what happens? Sometimes
she's
you just
gonna
don't come back.
lock him in.
I'll find him.
Thank you, Claire. Jackie's in Adelaide. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi,
Jackie. Who missed the birth?
Well, this story's about my grandparents. So this occurred in like the 1940s.
Yeah.
And basically, my grandpa was there for the birth of his first child, a boy. And so once the boy was born, he went downtown to have beers with his mates and to celebrate.
Yes.
And then when he returned about 4 hours later, he found out that he didn't have just one boy, he had two.
Twins, he missed the second one.
That's so funny.
Oh, my God, he could have drunk twice as much,
Well,
right?
that's right.
Oh, so don't wet the baby's head too
So
early.
they didn't tell him that there was another one coming.
Well,
Well, they
Well,
didn't
I think
know.
because it was the 1940s, they actually had no idea that they were having twins.
Yeah.
What about that? Like he's seen the birth of his son, and he's like, "All right, my work's done here. He's off."
But think about that time of medicine back then.
Yes.
You just don't know what's coming out. It's like, how many more? And
That's
there's like
exactly.
a clown car.
That's right.
Do we wipe the afternoon? Can we fit anyone else in?
Imagine not being prepared for twins at all. Like, you had no way of getting ready for it. Oh,
Ellie, what if you
New fear unlocked there, Ellie.
what if they have missed all the scans and there's another baby in
Imagine
there?
that. I say, no, that's incorrect. Sorry. You're gonna have to take one off my hands. I can't do two.
You know when the first one comes out, has that loosened the tunnel and then everyone just can
It
sort
would.
of...
I mean, you
So everyone
you
can slide
assuming
out
they're
afterwards.
the same
Everyone can walk in and out
size.
whenever they want.
Yeah, so
So-
say if they're around the same size as the first one, it's like, when you try and get your head through the neck of a jumper and someone stretches it and then you can the next person can put it on easily.
Yeah.
Is that how?
Well,
Right, isn't it? Women answering me. Do you think so, Amy? Amy thinks, yeah. So if one already comes out and then one's coming out straight away afterwards, it's most of the work's done.
I guess. You hope that they haven't sent the small-headed one out first.
That's why you didn't want a second-hand jumper, Nath. Bring it to your knees.
Skivvies are in.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean wish they were millionaires. With Lottery West's newest game, Millionaire Medley, there's a possibility in your pocket this Monday, Wednesday or Friday. Play responsibly. 1-800-858-858.
All right, time for a round of Lotto. Yeah, now's your chance to get in the draw to win a trip to Exmouth and swim with the whale sharks. That's thanks to Lottery West. We're giving it away on Friday. You've got to get yourself into the running.
Let's go and have a chat to Lynn from Mount Hawthorn. G'day, Lynn.
Good morning, guys.
Okay, Lynn. So the choice is yours.
Yes, Lynn. So right there.
Nathan's mic's not working.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think you're
maybe.
leaning on it.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. All right.
It's all
so,
good now.
Lynn, you can choose a trivia question or you can choose to identify a song by its title. What do you reckon? What do you want to do?
I think I'll go a song.
A song.
Song, she
Well, there
says.
you go. She loves a bit of a tune. All right, so remember, we just need the title of it. Are you ready, Lynn?
Ready to go.
All right.
Oh, what's that song, Lynn?
Wolves.
Straight away, she knew it.
You are
I know that
absolutely
one.
correct. Give Lynn a ball, Nathan.
What's that?
Give her a ball. She's in the draw.
7. That is number 7. That
You're
is
number
your ball
7 in the
number,
draw, Lynn.
Lynn.
Well
Good luck
done,
on
Lynn.
Friday.
Good job.
Kristen's in
Thank you.
Kingsley. Well done. Kristen, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kristen.
All right, same thing, Kristen. You get a choice. You get a choice between a tune, naming it, or trivia, answering it correctly. What do you want?
I'm not very good at music, so I'll do trivia.
All right, Sean.
Trivia it
Okay.
is.
Straight off the top, my friends.
It's right at the top.
Yes, Sean.
It's right at the top.
Oh, you got that one. Up the top.
Yeah,
There it is.
Okay.
If you bake a combination of whipped egg whites and caster sugar, what do you have?
Meringue.
Ah,
Kristen.
classic cooking.
You're in the draw.
Straight out of the CWA magazine.
Put her ball in, Nathan.
Hate meringues. You're number 8.
Don't you? Why?
Your ball
my lucky
number 8.
number.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
No worries,
wonderful.
sweetheart.
Good
What's your
luck
problem
on
with
Friday.
meringue?
I just don't like. It's like eating this foam esky to me.
No, my nana, mate,
With
my
toast.
granny, Marjorie, made a great meringue.
Yeah, I'm not a pavlova person. In my
Yeah.
life, you had to make a choice. There was a fork in the road, pavlova or trifle. I went down the trifle
You can
road.
have both, like that little
But you got your own
Spanish
taste,
girl
mate.
That's the way I sort my life out now.
Nicole's in Mandurah. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good,
Great,
man.
Nick. Okay, the choice is all yours. Would you like a trivia question or would you like to identify a song?
All right, we were going to go song, but we'll go trivia instead.
Okay. Are you ready, Nicole?
Not really, but let's do it.
It's a spelling one. How
Oh,
do you...
God,
oh,
no.
well, I know. How do you misspell?
MISSPELL.
Yeah!
She did it.
She's a genius.
Most
I'm
people
sitting on
don't
the
put...
side of the road with my kids. I'm supposed to be taking them to school.
No, they don't need an education.
Yes. What ball she got, Nathan?
Oh, she's got number 9.
Okay, you're in the draw.
You're number 9.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Your
Have a
ball
great
is
day.
in
You
the
too.
barrel. Well done.
3 from 3.
Katie's in Dawesville. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
All right, Katie.
Katie.
Trivia question or would you like to identify a song?
I'll go with song.
Okay.
Here's your tune.
We'll give it a whirl.
What song's that?
Bye, bye, bye.
Yes!
Delson Pipes from Katie from Dawesville.
You, my lady, are ball number 10.
Well done, Katie.
Yay.
We're 4 from 4 this morning. Narelle, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi,
Great,
Narelle.
Narelle.
Would you like to hear a track that you can give us the title of, or do you want a trivia question?
I'm not too good at either, but I think I'll go trivia.
Okay. Narelle. Who, out of Nathan, Nat and Sean, has most recently played a full game of cricket?
Oh, God.
Quick.
Nathan? No, that's all right.
No, that's right.
That's correct.
Harry, what are you doing?
It was a buzzer beater. I'd already
Okay.
clicked the mouse and then I released it and it just.
But
Oh, okay.
she did give us the answer.
Yes, you got
before
the answer.
buzzer.
It is
good.
Nathan, strangely and
Nathan.
weirdly enough.
And, that means you're in the draw, Narelle, with ball number
She's ball number 11.
11. Good luck on Friday.
Gee, we're on fire this morning.
Yeah, will it be a clean sweep?
Hello, Emma.
Hello, Nathan. How are you?
Great,
Emma,
sweetheart.
You don't
Good.
want to fail now, Emma,
No.
because everybody else today's got themselves in the draw.
What do you feel?
I know there's no pressure, but I'm wishing Ellie good luck, and I can vouch. I pushed out twins 12 months ago, so the second one does come flying out a lot quicker.
Oh,
Good to know.
fantastic.
The old neck hole, no?
All right. The old jumper. All right, so you can answer a trivia question or you can give us the title of a song. What are you feeling?
I think we're feeling trivia this morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Sean.
Woo! Okay, here it is. What is the name of the board artists used to mix colours while painting?
Palette?
It is a
Emma?
palette.
It's a clean sweep. Emma's in the draw too.
It's a pallet.
I didn't know that.
Emma, well done. You didn't know it.
You didn't
read
How
it.
did you not know how to read that?
Put Emma's ball in the barrel.
You're number 12.
Number 12,
Your
Emma.
ball number 12.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck
Have a
on
great
Friday.
day.
Thanks, babe.
Someone's going to win a trip to Exmouth to swim with the Whale Sharks. We'll give you more chances tomorrow.
Clean sweep
6
today.
I know.
I
That
don't
was
know.
pretty
Might
solid,
have,
wasn't
might
it?
have to shake it up a bit. I'm just saying. Everyone can't be that smart.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I just hope that you've been working with me long enough for this to affect you in the positive way that I hope it will. Just when life has lost all meaning, Sean,
I feel it.
there's news that we've all been waiting for. We didn't know we needed it, but we do. Hit it.
It's the way you love me.
Does it include you at all?
Feel like it's centrifugal motion. It's perpetual bliss. It's that pivotal moment.
This kiss.
Impossible. This kiss.
There's a sequel coming to a beloved movie that touched a lot of people's hearts, and that is, everybody, that's right, we are here, we are living for it. It is Practical Magic 2, starring Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock!
But is that where their careers are at now? They have to reprise these
You know
roles?
what? And we've all seen through. We've seen Hollywood at the moment are in a downturn of a situation. No one's going to watch the movies they're putting out here.
Yeah, they're going to watch
Sean,
this.
would you be more comfortable if Practical Magic 2 was remade with men in the pivotal roles?
I mean, how ridiculous would that be? Don't you reckon? I mean, Ocean's 8 still can't get over it. Ghostbusters women thing, whatever it was called.
Give
us a rest, would you?
Let's throw a cup of water on that hate fire and just get back to this. 26 years, Sean, after the original changed
it long
people's
enough?
lives.
Did it?
About two sisters whose family had a years-old curse of the fact that the women that they fall in, the men they fall in love with will die. And then they turned the curse around.
Plot that you-
The family,
It's an age-old
documentary,
tale.
yes.
the family was scared, or everyone was scared of them, and they were ostracised because everyone knew that they were into witchcraft. And at the end, the whole town came together to celebrate them, and they jumped
want the
off the
witches
roof
on
and
side,
floated
I
down
would
to the
think.
bottom.
And we've waited 26 years
We've
to make
waited 26 years, Sean.
a sequel.
Apparently, it didn't do
disgusting.
too well at the box office the first time round.
So they're hoping after 26 years that people will have forgotten that.
They do think that it's
a
going to
whole new generation.
They think it's going to be a whole new generation of practical magicers.
But now it's just like a couple of old witches. Like,
Yeah, I know. It was something about them being youthful and pretty and all,
Yeah.
like, supple and...
I mean, both Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman both look amazing.
I know. Can't wait to see where their lives have led this in this 26 years as witches in this small town.
Nicole Kidman's done a lot of witching type of things.
Bewitched. And this. And what's
Two.
the other one? give me a
that's
third.
a lot, though, isn't it?
Hey, we're not moving on to you. Give me a third.
When she was in the theatre adaptation of Witches.
No,
I
you
don't
don't
think.
know anything. You're just saying stuff.
Well, you asked me to say something.
Mum,
Oh, no,
Sean
there's
just called me a name.
There's a rift in the team. This is it. This is the wedge that's been driven
I've
between
never
them.
been called something so appropriate.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All right, so Singapore Airlines,
Yes.
that flight, we all know the one we're talking about with all the turbulence. We've been waiting to see if there's going to be any compensation coming from that.
Sometimes, traditionally, they can be stingy.
There's some group action lawsuits happening, but there has been a call about just the passengers that have made minor injuries. So you might have got a little bit of a scrape or a bump on your head. Apparently, you're getting $10,000.
That's US.
Yeah.
US dollars. So 15,000 Australian.
$15,000
How good's that?
Australian, right? And then also you get your flight refunded.
Yeah, so everybody on the flight's getting a flight refund.
Yep.
Everybody,
Yep.
regardless of whether you suffered any injury at
Yes.
all.
Yep.
If you had even a minor injury. And obviously, you're going to factor in
Yep.
psychological. Like, I can't imagine anybody on that flight would say, no, I'm 100% fine. Do you know what I mean?
No,
so
I
at the
agree, yeah.
moment, suffer some sort of trauma.
Yes.
The firm Carter Kapner Law is representing a lot of the passengers in some group actions. Peter Carter from that firm has said that he's disappointed at the moment because he thinks that everybody, regardless of whether you're injured or not, should get
Yes.
that $10,000. He said because that would be an absolute
Yes.
traumatic thing to be able
Because
to
you
go
can
through.
argue that there's psychological injury.
But let me ask you a question. If you're on that flight,
Yes.
right, and thank God you only just got a bump on your head, right? A little bit of a scrape. Would you be happy with $10,000?
Yeah, or 15 Australian.
Yeah, you would be.
$15,000.
I would be
100%.
so excited.
Yes.
It'd be difficult to get back on a flight for a while after that. Or maybe you're just that person who goes, no, I'm doing it, and then you just move on.
Unless you're one of those people that can categorise the situation as lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So the answer 10,000.
The more seriously injured people, Singapore Airlines have said, obviously, you're entitled to more compensation, and that's on a case by case basis.
Yes.
Although they got $25,000 for their ongoing medical care right now, but that doesn't stop them getting more.
So look, and Singapore Airlines, they're being very open.
They are.
Whatever you need, we will pay, and
which seems amazing to me.
Well,
actually.
the lawyer actually said that he suspects they know that they're at fault more than what they're saying, and that's going to come out in the thing. It's where the plane entered the storm.
Right.
Yeah, that could have been avoided. So they're saying that will come out in the court case.
It's still the same company who, and Harry Googled this before, I read this article, they paid their staff in bonuses 8 months' salary. That was just recently because they made a lot of money. This is before the...
At Nova, they give us 3 months of salary, just actual salary.
Yes.
And so we just make soups and stocks and try to
put peanut butter in them.
Try to sell them down the road.
Do you put celery in your bolognese?
I don't agree with celery being part of anything.
No, it cooks in. So I'm not a celery fan,
that
but
celery
it cooks
will
in.
add something to it, but I don't know if it's what I want in this life.
Fair call.
We digress.
I do know what I want in this life, and that is good compensation. I have never, anytime I have been wronged, I have never been given good compensation. At all, by big companies, by anything. So we've always talked about people that haven't gotten good compensation. We want to flip the script. We want to talk to people that something has happened to you and you have been compensated so well, you probably go, yeah, I'd let that happen again.
13 24 10 if this is you.
It doesn't have to be money. It could be something to do with your hotel. It could be something to do with the flight. Anything at all.
But
so
whatever it was, you went, oh no, that is fair. That's more than fair.
Yeah. Roma is in success. Hello, Roma.
Hello.
Hi, mate. Okay, why were you compensated and what did you get, Roma?
Oh my goodness! I had quite a serious car accident in Belize in Central America.
Wow. Okay. Oh wow!
And I know, and I came out of hospital and I was staying in a hotel in a third world country, and the cleaner, because obviously no one had come in and out of my room, opened the room to do some cleaning and let somebody into my room, and obviously I was quite injured and I screamed. And she sort of pushed him out, and I ran back to the elevator. Yeah. And in the elevator was the hotel owner, and I didn't know at the time, but he could see that I was quite panicked. Okay. And he sort of he said, "Oh, come to the desk. Let me, tell me what's happened." And I was sort of panicking, and I said, "The cleaners let someone in," and he paid for my entire stay. I stayed for 2 weeks while I was in recovery. Yeah. Free of charge, and my boyfriend at the time, my now husband, he would come over from the island where he was, and he'd have lobster for dinner.
Oh my God! So everything was paid for, not just the accommodation. They were like giving
room service.
Everything, the whole lot, room service, my phone calls, the whole lot.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Okay.
That's a great score,
Now,
Roma.
after we hear each story, let's decide whether we would have gone through what she went through to get that. 100%.
Done.
Yes. Easy.
100%.
Yeah, and I don't even like lobster.
And give me a laceration on my head.
Thanks, Roma. Nancy's in Stirling. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good,
Hey, talk to us about the compo. What happened?
Oh, so we were on a cruise in the Mediterranean, and the ship just stopped. After about 6 days, it just stopped in the middle of the ocean, and we were stuck. So I panicked. I panicked. My husband didn't.
Yes.
He said, "Oh well, we'll be fine." Yeah. And so it took us 2 days to get to Naples, which was our next destination. And then they said, "Well, we can't keep going with this cruise." I think we had about another 5 days.
Yeah.
Because these cruises go all the time. So anyway, we ended up getting all our cruises paid back. So there was 5 of us. We got everything back, and then they said to us, wherever you want to go in Europe, just a flight, you want to take a train, we'll pay for everything.
Wow.
So we got a train, so we were, we were good. We weren't greedy.
You didn't take,
And then I came back and got all the money back.
Amazing. It became a free holiday. Not the holiday you were expecting, but still.
No, but the actual cruise.
What an adventure.
How many people chose
all
the train
and there
not
was
to be greedy like you?
Oh, yeah. Well, we just thought we'll just get on a train and
Zing around.
we couldn't believe how generous they were, and so many people were complaining, and we thought, you've got to be joking.
Nah, don't complain over
That's
that.
so exciting.
Yeah.
A couple of really good compost stories there.
Yes.
Harry has got one that he'd like to throw into the mix.
This is traumatising, though.
There's a
What
lot.
happened,
There was a lot
Harry?
at the start, but just remember there's a happy story at the end.
Thank you. On the weekend, I was at a bar and got all of a sudden shoved in the back.
Shoved so hard.
Shoved so hard. Okay.
Was it a
Bear
free
bump,
kick?
play on.
It was
lot.
It wasn't.
It was a lot.
It was off the ball. Yes, it was free kick. Now, a bit of my vodka lime soda spilled onto my shirt.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, then the manager came over, didn't kick the guy out that caused it. Someone had pushed someone else into me.
Yeah.
And the manager goes, "Oh, I'll get you a free drink. It's okay." And then I said to the manager, "Well, I got pushed really, 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 really hard, and
was a
a
lot.
little bit of soda got on my shirt, so I'm going to need 2 free drinks."
And?
Thanks.
And?
He went, "Yep, no worries."
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Come on!
Give
You don't
Harry the
ask, you don't
prize.
get. Harry,
Yes,
you're
what is
going
it?
to see
Harry,
double.
amazing.
what is it?
Amazing.
Oh, you're not going to be
So
here.
glad
don't
you're
worry.
okay.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.